So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
Okay, so I didn't want to leave it behind. My drinking, I didn't want to leave it behind. I don't want to stop. And I don't have to if I don't want to. So that means that, unfortunately, I've hit a bump. And that bump is, I don't want to give up having a bit of a tipple on a Saturday. I don't. Now, I wasn't drinking that much anyway. I was only having a few. All of it was counted and my body was rejecting it. I think the reason my body was rejecting it is because I was not balancing my food intake for that eventuality. I was just doing the same thing I did. So now I'm gonna balance my food intake with my drinking in order to begin to lose weight with the drinking, because I'm not going to stop drinking. I don't want to. I refuse. Having a few beers on the weekend sets me up for the week. It actually makes me feel a lot better. I don't know why. I have a good time and I feel relaxed after I've done it when I get up in the morning, and I don't feel as jittery or stressed, and I enjoy doing it. So, I mean, yeah, okay, I could stop, but I don't want to. So, and I have 3 bottles of beer, about 330 milliliters of beer. Each one is 9 sins, and I counted all 3 of my bottles, and I have made it so that I am only having 10 sins a day still, and it does mean that I can eat a lot of the stuff that and also rather than because I don't want to give up the alcohol, I had to make a compromise, and that means that from now on, 1 meal a day is going to be just leaves. I'm basically having a salad with pickles, which is a really low calorie food. I'm using spinach, which is a superfood, which is literally no calories at all. It's just fiber. Well, I say no calories, there are calories in it, but they're negligible. I'm having pickles, which are extremely low in speed food. Cucumber, stuff like that. And I'm putting some meat with it, putting some protein. I'm not having any carbs though, which I think is a good thing, because then I don't get hungry, because for some reason the spinach really does fill me up. The carbs come in the night when I need them, in my meal at the end of the day, so that I have a slow release and I'm not hungry, and then I can go to sleep. So hopefully that'll work out this week. If not, I'm still going to drink, but I'm just going to do more aggressively with the less eating, because I don't want to stop. And if I don't want to stop, I don't have to. I could reduce the beers. I could probably reduce it down to 2 rather than 3. That's something I can do. I could reduce the size of my breakfast. I wouldn't like to, but I will, because I don't want to give up the drinking. So it's going to be a bit of a journey, and hopefully this week I prove that I can do it to myself, that I can do it to myself and to my weight loss, because I need to do this. And the reason I need to do this is because I need to have a buzz on every week. I used to do it when I was a kid, and I still want to do it now. Okay, so the index controllers. I've been told I can send them back by Steam. Valve. I've been told I can send it back by Valve and get a replacement for my left controller that has a problem with the thumbstick. Now the problem with the thumbstick is very minor. It's a very minor problem, and one that you wouldn't notice it if there was a way of moving the thumbstick depress to the other side, because it works. The depress works, which means that so with an index controller on VR chat, you can turn your emotes on and off by clicking the joystick pad down. The only problem is that the left stick, the sensor underneath the left stick controller, is faulty. And that means that when you know the story, you've probably heard it already. Anyway, it's faulty, and they said that I could send it back. So, but the problem is that I'm worried that if I was to send it back, that I won't get my controller back, because there's these. I've been reading like I'm worried that if I send it back, I won't get my controller back, or I'd have to pay to have it fixed, which is like stupid because I didn't do it. It basically happened straight out of the box. So I should send it back. Also, related to that, the index controllers are aggravating my eczema, which I didn't know I had. So apparently I've got I don't know, I think it's eczema, but I'm getting like lumps on the palms of my hands, which are really itchy and irritated. They go away during the day if I put cream on them, and then eventually they go away and they're not too painful. Usually when I'm they're so painful. No, they're so irritating. They're not painful, they're just irritating. It's like constantly having an itch that you can't scratch. I think it's got something to do with the fact that I'm keeping my index controllers on too tight. It's possible that they're too tight on my hands, that I'm worried that they're going to fly off when I'm doing whatever I'm doing. So I'm going to loosen them tonight and see if that works. But it's super aggravating. And when I think about them, it's like a constant stinging. It's like it don't stop. So it's constantly like, and it's not like a loop either. It's just constant, like a boo. So it's it, so, and there's no gap. There's no gap. So I'm constantly so. Oh God, it's driving me up the wall. That never used to happen with it, but it's because it grips the palms of my hands. And when I'm moving about like this, I think the controller slightly moves. Like it's not much, but it's just enough to irritate the palms of my hands. Maybe tighten them might be better. No, I don't know. But I've noticed it's a frequency thing, and I get it. Yeah, okay, fine. It's probably happening because I spend like 3, 4, maybe even 5 hours in VR with the controllers on my hands, doing whatever I'm doing. Because at the end of the night, I basically play VR chat for a few hours every night. I don't think I haven't taken a break since. I haven't taken a break since my parents went away on the cruise. It's been every night since my parents went on the cruise. Before then, it was like every so often. I play VR chat every so often, but it's become crazy now. I'm addicted. I'm addicted. No, it's true. I am absolutely 100% addicted to VR chat. And I don't mind saying it. I don't know why, but the craziness, it's so fun. But only if you join in with the fun. And I don't think I'd have as much fun playing VR chat if I hadn't learnt how to make my own avatars and to present them and play with them. I need to talk about something. I know this is a long one. This is a long segment, but it doesn't matter. It's only a few minutes out of the vlog. VR chat, I've been having a problem with the VR chat audio. Not that I can't rig it, but it's not distorted. It's global. It's all across the world. So no matter where you are in the world, you can hear my audio. And if I don't have that feature, if I don't do that, then you can't hear my audio. It's fucking quiet as fuck. So when I'm in a large room, which is like, miles, somebody can hear my audio just as loud as they would be standing next to me, and I can't work out why the fuck it's happening. Because I put in a linear curve, which is supposed to drop off after a few meters, and I make it 20, 50, and that is supposed to make it drop off, right, just a few, about 50 meters away from me, which is roughly, it's not even, like, it's a small bubble. It's a really small bubble as far as I'm concerned. And I've tested this with without the spatial audio when it's quiet, and it does drop off. But when I use the spatial audio effect, it makes it worldwide, which is something I don't want. So it's got to be something to do with the coding of VR chat and not what I'm doing. But I think maybe if I use the audio source drop off, I don't know, it's the problem is it's either quiet as hell and I can't hear a shit, and people have to be right inside me to hear anything, or, get this, it's global. Choose which one you want. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to choose global audio, because it's the only fucking way I can even do my memes. Now, yes, that does mean that in certain circumstances, I can't do emotes, because people will get annoyed at them. I find myself worried about doing my animations, doing my stuff, because of this fact. Also, no promises, okay, but I have started recording more often when it comes to VR chat, like last night. Reason I'm doing this is to make it easier to get footage for myself, because sometimes it's dead in VR chat, and it's always good to record on days when it's busy rather than when it's not. I've realised actually it was a few days ago, I realized that I actually stopped exercising. Isn't it weird how we slip into old habits like a comfy sofa or a bed or our favorite jumper, and we don't notice that we've done it because it's so comfortable to us. We feel comfortable when we do it. And these habits, they're not always bad, but most of the time they are. And we have a tendency to ignore the fact that we're doing it and completely forget it and just continue along the same road that we were on before, not knowing in fact, because we don't realize we're doing it because we ignore it. And that's where I found myself. I found myself at the point where I'm not moving. I'm sitting down in front of the computer, toiling away on Unity or whatever I'm doing. I'm making an excuse saying, well, I'm working. I suppose in a way I am, but only on a hobby. This hobby is not physical. And what I was doing at the beginning of the year was working out. I was doing it every day, and I would do it on the Beats. I would do it on Beat Saber. I stopped doing it. I stopped playing Beat Saber regularly every day and going out for a walk. I'd stay in. I think I went for about 2 weeks just not doing anything except getting up, going downstairs, sitting in front of the computer and working, and then going to play VR chat. That's what I did, and I've done that for several weeks. And I didn't realize I was doing it until a few days ago when I realized that I'm really not exercising. Why am I not losing weight? I thought. I'll tell you why I'm not losing weight. Because the balance that I reached with my food was with the exercise, and now I'm not exercising. The balance is thrown off. Of course it is. I'm not expending any calories. I mean, I'm starving myself, but I'm not expending any calories. So my body is not in that mode. It's not in the weight loss mode. It doesn't need to do it. It can sustain itself on what I'm eating. And so much so that, like, if I eat just a little bit more than I normally eat, I put weight on. No, it's stupid. It's stupid, and I don't know why I did it. I'm going to say it's about a month I've been doing it. Now, I've started again this week, every day. I've started to get back into the rhythm of playing Beat Saber, then going out and walking. Yesterday I didn't go out and walk, but I did do Beat Saber. So as long as I do a Beat Saber, but I really need to push myself to go out the door and go for a walk, even if it's around the block. I have to do it. And I don't know why I slipped back into my old habit. I mean, I'm sorry, I keep picking my nose. I have a habit with it. It's a habit, I think, that I could probably stop. It's the nasal. I'm gonna go into details now. It is actually the nasal, the nose hairs. They tickle the side of your nose because they're so big, and people. What I've realized is if I don't scratch it, it eventually settles and goes away and everything's fine. But if I disturb it, I pushed it up, so it comes down and tickles my nose again. So then I push it up, and it's like a cycle of pushing it up. And if I do this, if I do that, it tends to settle it. There you go. So that's what I've noticed. Anyway, digress. What was I talking about? There I go again. Off on a tangent. Okay, so I have to push myself to go and exercise. I have to push myself to exercise now. And I have to ignore the need for food. It is very, very difficult for me, especially since I am prone to going back to my old habits again. And I don't want to do that. And again, I'm talking to myself. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know what you need to do to lose weight, and yet you make excuses constantly. I don't understand. You know what you need to do, and you need to do it because of your health. Oh, it's so tough. Anyway, I've got my VR system out. I am going to do some Beat Saber again, and I've done it every day. And tomorrow I weigh in, and we will see how we've done. Now I'm expecting to have gained weight, and the reason I'm expecting to have gained weight is because I think my body hates me, and I'm expecting to have gained weight because I drank alcohol, and that I'm going to need to reduce the food intake even more. I'm hoping that's not the case. Like, in my heart, I'm hoping that's not the case, but it probably is the case. But I'm not going to stop drinking. I don't see why I should have to do that. I want to have a tipple on a Saturday, on a weekend, and I don't have that much. I'm not an alcoholic. I just like to have a little bit of a buzz on, just to relax, and I don't see why I can't do that. So, and my body will eventually adapt. So it's going to have to adapt, because I don't care. I don't want to give it up, and I won't. I was able to get OVR tools working on my computer, allowing me to view desktop while in the game. I haven't tested it with streaming yet to see if it'll lag me out anything, because I'm going to go into VR chat, which is not incredibly optimized, using OVE tools, which is a power hungry monster, into VR, which crashes me if there's a lot of people in a room. So I don't know. So tonight, for the first time in a long time, and maybe the first time of many, depending on what problems I hit, I am going to stream VR chat from 9 o'clock until 12. I'm going to do this every day if I can, but I don't know yet. So my schedule is streaming every day from 9 until 12-ish. Now, bearing in mind that if you're gonna join me on my outings of VR chat, bear in mind that at about 11:30, which is the last half an hour of my stream, it's going to be probably mute. And the reason it's probably going to be mute is because my parents go to bed, and I can't speak loudly when my parents go to bed, because it will wake them up, and it's unfair to them. It's only half an hour, but it's still. I'm not going to be running over. It's going to be definitely from 9 till 12, and then that's it. Even if people, it doesn't matter. I don't know how to raid yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be raiding anyone. But I'll work these things out as I go, because I'm not very up on it. Now, at the time you get this video, I would have already been doing it for a few days, which is fine. I hopefully am going to enjoy it, but there's a problem, and that is that the setup needed to stream means that I have to start setting up around 8 o'clock to 8:30 in the night, and then I'm going to take my pills in my room, chill out with everything running properly, and then I'm going to start streaming at 9. So say give myself half an hour setup time to get going for 9 o'clock. I don't know how to do that backdrop thing. A stream is starting soon. Because I just don't know how to do it. So for now, until I can work out all of that shit, and trust me, I'm learning a lot of stuff, so I don't know if I'll be able to. Until then, it's going to be a rough stream, which means that there's not going to be any announcements. There's not going to be anything like that because I don't know how to do it. Hopefully, I can get that all set up slowly and start streamlining my content. But I'm mostly a YouTube creator, so I'm still going to be bringing you the videos that I've been bringing you, except this is going to be extra, something that I'm going to do because I do play VR in my room every night, so I might as well stream it. That's where I came from, and it doesn't have to be a particularly good stream, and it doesn't even have to particularly have anybody watching, because if I'm honest, I don't think I care. If I'm honest, I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently than normal streamers. A lot of streamers, I don't know if anyone's going to be doing it the way I do it, or I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be looking at my hand. I'm not going to be doing that. That's not what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be watching my chat. I'm going to be watching my chat actually in my visor, in my screen, using OVR tools. I'm going to make a window, and I'm going to place that window in the world, and I'm going to look at it. It's going to be there in my play space area, and I'm going to be able to turn my head and read the chat, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to do this because it's difficult with Knuckles. I'm going to have it actually in the world, and I'm going to read the chat in the world, hopefully. Okay, I got a few things to talk about today in my update for today. It is in fact Saturday. Normally I don't record on a Saturday, but I forgot to do it yesterday. I had a lot on my mind, but it's all good because I'm doing it now. Okay, I'm rambling. I lost 4 pounds. I lost 4 pounds this week. That's with the drinking. So that means I got my balance. I know what I need to do going forward to be able to lose weight and drink. Have a little bit of a tipple and lose weight. So, in a good place. Right, so what I wasn't doing, and I didn't even realise I wasn't doing it. I'll give some props to my mum. She did kind of open my eyes a little bit. She said, "You're not moving much." I kept denying that I wasn't moving much, but if we're gonna have a reality, we're gonna have to, reality check. I wasn't doing as much exercise as I should be, because I'd stopped doing my Beat Saber. I'd stopped going out for a walk. I was just sitting down doing my thing. So I did a lot more exercise. A lot more exercise. Ate slightly less food, ate more leaves. So I have a salad a day now to make up the balance of the fact that I'm having 3 beers on a Saturday. It worked. I lost 4 pounds. That was absolutely fantastic. Hopefully I can continue to do this because I don't want to stop drinking, as I said. Second bit of information, I have been streaming to Twitch, chat. I don't have many followers at the moment. It takes a while to accumulate followers, usually from other people's streams. That's alright. I'm not doing it for the followers. I'm not doing it to get money. I'm doing it because I'm already playing VR chat every day, so I might as well stream it because I can. So I'm streaming it. At the moment, my mindset is streaming every day, but the thing is, if I do start, So I want to do that until I start accumulating enough followers to have a bit of a cult behind me, the cult of the chimp, or the chimp army. I think I'm going to call them the chimp army. Yeah, the chimp army. So get a chimp army behind me. And yes. So I'm going to call them the chimp army from now on. So it's going to be every time I get a follow, I'm going to go, thank you for the follow, welcome to the chimp army. That's what I'm going to do, so that it becomes a thing. Because I want our people to be called the chimp army. And I'm still going to be making my content, so I'm very busy. I'm very busy doing this stuff. It's filling my days, and I like that. It's very good. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I'm doing what I want to do. That's the main thing. I'm doing what I want to do, entertain people. So I'm happy to a point, but there's always that. There's always my depression, which is hard to fight, but hey, it's all good. It's all good. I've been fighting it all my life. It's not like it's gonna stop anytime soon, right? So recap. Streaming on Twitch, £4 off. Everything's going well. This week's been great. Still going to be bringing the VR chat videos. Frequency I'm not sure on because I'm so busy. But I'm still going to be bringing my vlog to YouTube. Still going to bring my VR chat videos to YouTube. Frequency of YouTube of VR chat videos. I said there was going to be more. I might not be able to do that yet. I said maybe when I said it. So reason being is because I decided rather than record, I was going to stream. Now I am recording my stream every time I stream. So there's going to be footage. Yesterday was a slow day, so nothing there. Might as well just delete all of that stuff. Nothing really happened. Day before that, see, there are bits and pieces from each stream that I think would be worthy of clipping. And I record my footage as well as stream it. Hopefully last night I was able to record my footage. I was doing it with Streamlabs. It's OBS, Streamlabs OBS. I'm hoping that it still records as well as streaming, because that's what I want it to do, so fingers crossed. If not, then we're going to have to look into the settings to see where it is, to make sure it does record it. It was fun, but there was a bit of lag. I'm not going to lie. There was a little bit of lag with Streamlabs. A lot more than there was when I was using the normal Studio OBS. So whether I'm going to be able to continue using Streamlabs and do VR chat and all the other windows that I need to open is another thing. Secondly, I'm working on getting a camera of my avatar within VR chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that today, if I'm going to be honest. I don't know. It's an ongoing thing. It's just busy. I'm just busy. What else? I'm also working on. I've also added a donation page to my Twitch. I've added a follower goal to my Twitch. I've added I've had custom, that's my phone. I've had custom, no, actually it's not custom, default alerts to my Twitch as well. It's going well. I'm going to redefine those Twitch things, though. I'm going to add my own stuff to it. I'm probably going to add my own noises and sounds to it, so that it triggers my music or stuff. It's an ongoing thing that I've got to do. It's like an ongoing thing that I have to work on, as well as doing my avatars, as well as learning Blender, as well as, oh God. So it's a work in progress, like everything else is in my life. But yeah, it's still fun.
Thanks for watching the Great Fishes video. I hope you all have a great day. If you could subscribe, that would be heavenly. Throw my friend a like and share with your friends, and he will hopefully see you next time. Till then, peace be with you.